English reading session, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, daily Srimad Bhagavata reading morning session in English. Hare Krishna. So, yesterday, Raji has taken 2 verses, 6 and 7 it was. I was not able to attend yesterday, sorry. Thank you, Prabhu. So, today we will start with verse number 8 onwards, 8 of chapter 18. Prabhuji, that sound was from my problem.
Now it's okay, Prabhu. Little bit disturbance was there.
I have some net
okay.
issue.
Now it's okay. In between there was some disconnection.
Not Madaji's. I thought that I sang it, but after that I am not hearing anything. So
I think now it's okay, bro.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna. So we will start with verse number 8. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Dado Jayamudire. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtagi. Mugam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langeyade Girim Yat Kurvatamaham Mande Paramananda Madhavam Sri Gurum Deenadarinam Sri Chaitanyamesharam Om Ajnanatimidantasya Jnananjana Shalagaya Chashru Milidam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupagatam Dadanti Sapadandigam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudhavadagamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Saranadegunadanyadam Dam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Virjana Sakadam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Vadan Sahanalilada Sri Vishakhanidamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagalpade Govesha Gopiga Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Taptakanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyavacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nidinamini Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshadarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Krishna Krishna Bhagavata Swami Nidinamini Namachari Vadai Guru Kudai Nekutirata Damadai Nagarakiramata Hare Krishna Devada Swami Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Once more all devotees for joining our Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya reading session. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, if the problem comes again, just tell me or inform me so that somebody else can. So I will start with verse number 8. Now it is okay, right?
Now it's okay, Prabhu. In between there is some disconnectivity, some weak signal, I think. But it's okay. Something is there, I will let you know.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Verse number 8 to start. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jase Aviravirbhava Vajranakha Vajradamshtra Karma Shayan Gandhaya Mandhaya Madho Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Duyishta Om Shraum Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jase Abhiravirbhava Vajranakha Vajradamshtra Karmashayan Randhaya Tamo Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuyishtam Om Shraum. Hare Krishna. Translation purported by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarivinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Narasimha Deva, the source of all power. O my Lord, who possess nails and teeth just like thunderbolts, kindly vanquish our demon-like desire for fruitive activity in this material world. Please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance so that by your mercy we may become fearless in the struggle for existence in this material world. Hare Krishna. Wonderful. Yes, thank you. Okay, purport. In Srimad Bhagavatam 4.22.39, Sanat Kumara speaks the following words to Maharaja Prudu. Yat pada pangaja palasa vilasa bhartha karmashayam gradhitam udgradhayandi sandaha tadvan narita madayo yadayo abhiruddha grodho ganastam aranam bhaja vasudevam Yat pada pangaja palasa vilasa bhartha karmashayam grandhidam udgradhayandi sandaha tadvan narikta madayo yadayo apiruddha shrodho ganas tam aranam bhaja vasudevam. Devotees always engaged in the service of the toes of the Lord's lotus feet can very easily become free from hard-knotted desires for fruitive activities. Because this is very difficult, the non-devotees, the jnanis and yogis, cannot stop the waves of sense gratification, although they try to do so. Therefore, you are advised to engage in the devotional service of Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. Every living being within this material world has a strong desire to enjoy matter to his fullest satisfaction. For this purpose, the conditioned soul must accept one body after another, and thus his strongly fixed fruitive desires continue. One cannot stop the repetition of birth and death without being completely desireless. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami describes pure bhakti, devotional service, as follows. Anyabhilashida shunyam jnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena krishnanushilenam bhaktiruttama Anyabhilashida shunyam jnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena krishnanushilenam bhaktiruttama. Hare Krishna. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without a desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. Unless one is completely freed of all material desires, which are caused by the dense darkness of ignorance, one cannot fully engage in the devotional service of the Lord. Therefore, we should always offer our praise to Lord Narasimhadeva, who killed Hiranyakashipu, the personification of material desire. Hiranya means gold, and Kashipu means a soft cushion or bed. Materialistic persons always desire to make the body comfortable, and for this they require huge amounts of gold. Thus, Hiranyakashipu was the perfect representative of materialistic life. He was therefore the cause of great disturbance to the topmost devotee Prahlāda Maharaja until Lord Narasimhadeva killed him. Any devotee aspiring to be free of material desires should offer his respectful praise to Narasimhadeva as Prahlāda Maharaja did in these words. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's good.
Hare Krishna.
Verse
Thank you,
and
Prabhu.
purport, super
Yeah.
purport. Thank you,
Yes, yes.
Prabhuji. Chance.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Shikmar Prabhu.
Hare
So, as Prabhuji said, it's a very, very wonderful verse. Like more than a verse, it's like a mantra. mantra
Yes,
to be chanted, same like our Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
correct.
This is a mantra to be chanted to Lord Nrsimhadev, so that all our material desires, Nrsimhadev, Bhagavan will remove, kill from our heart. A very beautiful um, verse or mantra, we can say. And where Prahlad Maharaj is giving such an exalted prayer that everybody should aspire for such prayer. I am not qualified, but I am also taking inspiration from all association of devotees, so that our material desires gets vanquished by this powerful prayer. So coming verses, we are seeing these are the prayers offered by Prahlad Maharaj and his associates in the HARI-VARŠA, which is part of one tract of land in Jambudvipa. So previous last few classes we saw the other Varsha, Bhadrashva Varsha. Now we are from verse number 7 to 14. We are going to discuss about the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj prayers are very, very powerful. We know that so many in seventh canto also Prahlad Maharaj gives so many prayers, very powerful prayers and very purifying prayers, you can say. So yesterday we already started the seventh verse, where it was in the introduction, where Lord Nrsimhadeva was glorified by Prahlad Maharaj. In continuation to that, today is verse number 8. And coming all verses will be very, very powerful. Same like this up to the verse number 14. It will be very powerful and strong verses and proper strong purport. So we should sometimes not be disturbed like why it is written like that. But it is only to induce our vairagya and to enhance our attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. That is the intent of Srimad Bhagavatam. To enhance our vairagya for this material world and material relations, and to enhance our bhakti to the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. So that is the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam. So in that way, these prayers are very, very powerful. All this up to the verse number 14. And it's also very wonderful to read and hear this regularly, so that we get strong determination in the path of bhakti. So here we see Prahlad Maharaj is offering his respectful obeisance to Lord Nrsimhadev, who is source of all power. When we are celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi also, we are praying this Brahma Samhita prayer, Yat Padava, Pallava Vintaya Kumbha Dande Ganadi Samayet Ganadi Raja. Means even Lord Ganapati, where the materialist, they all do Ganapati Puja. Why they do? They say Ganapati Homam. They do because whatever obstacles we are facing in this material world will be removed by the mercy of Lord Ganesh. But Brahma Samhita says that where does Lord Ganesh get this power to remove the obstacles? That is by the mercy of, because he is taking this power from Lord Nrsimhadev. So that's why same, instead of worshipping Ganapati here in Vaishnava tradition, they directly go to the source. Directly we worship Lord Nrsimhadev before traveling or before any, some for sometimes people, they are not feeling good, very bad health condition. In such cases, the Vaishnavas directly worship the Lord Nrsimhadev, because here it is said that he is the source of all power. So direct and indirect worship. Krishna also says that those who worship demigods, they are avidhi purvakam. Avidhi purvakam means they are worshipping, but they are doing it in an indirect way. So there is a direct kind of worship where we approach Lord Nrsimhadev as a source of all power to kill our materialist desires and be protected in this material world. Or we worship Lord Nrsimhadev indirectly through worshipping Lord Ganesh. So, Avidhi Purvakam, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So, from this verse, we can understand that Lord Nrsimhadev is a source of all power for all demigods. O my Lord, who possesses nails and teeth like thunderbolts. Here, Prahlad Maharaj is praising the Lord's nail. We already sing that sing, no? Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam. So, all the Lord's parts means his body is being glorified here, because with that he is having so much he can vanquish. As he vanquished this demon Hiranyakashipu, like that he can vanquish our demon-like desire. So here Prahlad Maharaj places a prayer. See, first is actually respect. Second is glorification of the Lord. Like prayers always have 3-4 levels. Like how for every prayer, if you see, it is very systematically presented in the glorification of the Lord. First is the respectful obeisances. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, like the Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya, and the glorification of the Lord, the source of all power, and also glorification of the Lord's transcendental body, who possesses nails and teeth. Just like after this respects and glorification, the request is kept before Narsimhadev Bhagavan. Kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for the fruitive activity in this material world. Very important point. This desires to enjoy this material world is compared like a demonic desire. It's not a divine desire, because we are trying to enjoy God's property without God. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj is telling, please, as a Jivatma, everybody is having this desire to enjoy whatever we do, we want to enjoy the fruits. So that desire, please vanquish. Not only that, he is giving second request after this, vanquish our demon-like desires. And second request Prahlad Maharaj is keeping to Lord Narsimhadev is, please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance, so that by your mercy, again the word mercy is there. We know that bhakti means it's a path of mercy. It is not by our effort. Our effort is sadhana. But irrespective of whatever we are doing, unless we get the mercy of the Lord, we cannot taste that higher taste. So, by your mercy, we may become fearless in the struggle for existence in this material world. So, being fearless by mercy of the Lord, Prabhupada also name is Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So, Prabhupada is called Abhay Charan, means he did not have any fear. And when he went to the Western world, he was speaking with scientists, great learned people of that society in the Western world. But Prabhupada never feared that, I am speaking to exalted people. I am speaking in MIT. One time Prabhupada lectured in MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So he did not have any fear that these are the cream intelligence of the society, because he knows that he has taken the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So it's called Abhay Charan. So never in a time Prabhupada had any fear while he was having preaching, even though he faced a lot of threats and a lot of challenges. That is because of the mercy of the Lord. He traveled through the Jaladuta ship, which nobody will dare to take such an attempt at that, age of that old age, like 70 years. We know that when we call our parents also, when they become old, they are afraid to come, because they know, because health condition, something will happen there. So they don't want to travel much also. But Prabhupada boldly took this attempt to travel the ocean at the age of 70 in a cargo ship. That shows that, it demonstrates that Prabhupada did not have any fear for his life. He was very much determined. That is all because of the mercy of the Lord. So this is the glorification and prayers and the request kept by Prahlad Maharaj in this verse. We'll go to Srila Prabhupada purport. Prabhupada is actually beautifully connecting this with Sanat Kumara prayers. Sanat Kumara's instruction in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 22-39, where Sanat Kumara is one of the sons of Lord Brahma, the 4 Kumaras. One of the son is actually, the 4 sons is actually Sanat Kumara. So Sanat Kumara is saying to Maharaj Prithu, and Maharaj Prithu is also an incarnation of the Lord only. We know that Maharaj Prithu's story, how he ruled this earth at utmost glory. So Maharaj Prithu is speaking this verse actually. Yet pada pankaja palasa vilasa bhaktya karmasayam gatitam udgrateyanti santaha tadvanarikto matayo yeto piruddha shrota ganastam aranam bhaja vasudevam. Bhaja Vasudeva means worship Vasudeva. So devotees always engaged in the service of the toes of the Lord's lotus feet can very easily become free from hard-knotted desires for fruity activities. So here Sanat Kumara is saying that anybody who is engaged in serving the lotus feet of the Lord will very easily become free from the desire for fruity activities. That we are seeing, anybody has taken this devotional service, complete shelter, they are normally not attracted by anything in this material world, and they are not hankering for any fruits of these material activities. Because this is very difficult, the non-devotees like jnanis, there is jnanis, yogis who are hankering for siddhis, the jnanis, they are hankering for wisdom and knowledge. They also cannot stop the waves of sense gratification because they do not have the element called bhakti in them, although they try to do so. The jnanis and yogis also, they want to get detached from the sense gratification or desire of fruitive activities, but it is difficult for them because they do not have any bhakti in them. Therefore, you are advised to engage in the devotional service of Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. So, Sanat Kumar, he gives a very clear-cut instruction to Maharaj Prithu that unless you are not engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, it is very difficult that this desire for fruitive activities will be eliminated from your heart. So, we also should learn from this that any path we take, there are many spiritual societies offering various kinds of spiritual practices. Sometimes we may be bewildered. In today's society, in Kali Yuga, modern age, every day there is a society, spiritual societies cropping up. YouTube, you see so many videos are coming. Everybody is giving pravachan and they are giving spiritual instructions. But as long as we don't serve the lotus feet of Krishna, any kind of yoga path we take, we may progress in certain ways, like calming down our mind or making our intelligence very sharp through any yoga process or getting some mystic power also. But we cannot completely get freed from the desire for fruitive activities. That we should be very much convinced from this verse. Then further going to the next one, next paragraph. Every living being within this material world has a strong desire to enjoy matter to its fullest satisfaction. For this purpose, the conditioned soul must accept one body after another, and thus he strongly fixed fruitive desires to continue. Fixed fruitive desires continue. So whoever is here in this material world, we can see the desire for enjoying this world is always there. So one time I heard in one lecture in Radha Gopinath temple, a young boy who was studying in college, he came and by hearing the lectures, he got so much inspiration and he joined in the temple as a brahmachari. It's a true incident. So his parents became very upset that, he's very young and he went and joined. A lot of times it happens like that. Sometimes, ISKCON does a lot of outreach programs in IIT, NIT, in so many engineering, medical colleges. So there are some children who are very sattvic in nature and they get inspired by the teachings and they become full-time monk. Sri Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu also like that. He was studied engineering college. He explained one time how he was attracted by the teaching and become a monk. And his own parents made arrangements to kidnap him back to get into materialistic way of life. And again, he escaped and came back to the temple. So like that, this boy also joined as a brahmachari in the temple. The parents were not happy. So they made, their father came to the temple and he was very upset. So he was speaking to the temple president, no, this is not the age to do bhakti. There is a lot of things for him in life to see and experience. At this young age, he should not become like this. So he can become like this when he is at my age. Now I am 60, 65. For me, it's okay. But for him, it is not now. So like that, he was telling to the temple president. And the temple president told him that, okay, we will leave your son, but you come and join the temple. Then the father was saying, no, I have to ask my wife's permission. I cannot just come and join like that. So he was telling in a very humorous way that the strong desire to enjoy matter will not leave this Jivatma very easily. Till the time of death, it will be there. Till the body is there, till this mind is there, it is very strong. Whatever things possible we want, that Jivatma wants to enjoy. Not only we can see it's human being, even in the animals, this desire is very strong. It is there, but in human beings, it is still more stronger because we have some special intelligence which the animals don't have. So that intelligence we are using to enjoy in a more newer way, where the animals do not know. They enjoy also, but eating, mating, sleeping, defending, they don't make any innovative ways. Like they eat food, they eat the food in the same way only. But we open big restaurants in a very innovative way. We try to enjoy. Sometimes people have like different ways, innovative ways to enjoy this material world because they had this intelligence gifted by God. So actually, that intelligence is given to know about God and develop our love about God. But we are using that intelligence for enhancing our ahara, nidra, bhayamaitam, eating, mating, sleeping, defending. That is called misused intelligence or misdirected intelligence. And because of that, we are getting entangled in this fruitive activities. Because of that tendency, this conditioned soul has to accept one body after another. So as long as this body is there, these desires are there, we will accept one body and next body. So it is very, very strong desire. And the only way, it is actually how we can do that. Rupa Goswami is telling here, only by taking pure bhakti, devotional service. So Prabhupada is giving reference from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, also referred from Madhya Leela, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, 19.167, very famous verse. We are memorizing this verse in Bhakti Shastri class. Anya Bilashita Shunyam. Zero. Shunyam means zero. All the material desires should be zero. Jnana karma dhyanavartam. And our bhakti should not be covered by any jnana or karma, by not speculative knowledge or by fruitive desires. Anavartam. Anukulyena Krishnanu. So we have to do devotional service. Anukulya means in favorable way. Anukulya se Krishnanu Silanam. That is actually called the higher grade of, that's a pure bhakti. Bhakti Uttama. Uttama means high bhakti, or pure bhakti, we can say. So, Rupa Goswami is giving the definition what is actually called pure bhakti. Pure bhakti definition is Anya Bilashita Shunyam, Jnana Karmadi Anavritam, Anukulyena Krishnanu Silanam, Bhakti Uttama. So, the meaning of the translation of the verse is given below. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna, Anukulyena, that is favorably, and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. So that is the actual meaning of this verse. Actually, that is the verse we recited. That is called pure devotional service. So, as in science, we have definition for everything. Somebody will ask, what is the pure definition? What is the definition of pure bhakti or devotional service? This is the definition. Anya Vilashita Shunyam Jnana Karma Dinavritam Anukulyena Krishna Anusilana Bhakti Uttam. Because Kamsa also was always thinking about Krishna, but it is not in favorable way. So that's why this word is specifically Anukulyena, means favorable to please the Lord. So unless one is completely freed from all material desires, which are caused by dense darkness of ignorance. Why these material desires are there? Because of ignorance. We think that we are this body. That is ignorance. So as long as when we are thinking we are this body, immediately we read that verse also. Janasya mohayam aham ameti. So we are thinking my family, my country, my community, my language, my state, my country. So whatever the expansions of the body, we identify with that. That is caused by ignorance. And how does that ignorance get relieved? By the mercy of the spiritual master. That's why when we read that verse, we say, Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. I was covered with darkness and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. So that is why the spiritual master is very, very important. One cannot fully engage in devotional service of the Lord. Therefore, we should always offer our prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. This verse can be actually memorized so that, we can recite whenever you have time. Because when maybe a couple of times if we recite, I think it's not difficult verse to memorize. We memorize it. Like in between, we can recite these verses, in a prayerful mood, so that the Lord grants He will help us in eradicating these material desires. Therefore, we should always offer our prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev, who killed Hiranyakashipu. Who is Hiranyakashipu? Hiranyakashipu is a personification of material desires. Okay. So every Leela the Lord does, whether it is Damodar Leela or killing of Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, whatever asuras the Lord kills, there is actually some message. And it is also representing one anartha in our heart. Like Krishna killed so many asuras in the Gokul, in Vrindavan. So every asura is actually representing one anartha in our heart. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given complete explanation which asura is representing which anartha. So like that, here we can see Hiranyakashipu is actually representing our material desires. So what is that material desire? Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means soft cushion or bed. Now we should not think that there was no person called Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu means our material desires. No. There was actually Hiranyakashipu and Lord killed as a Nrsimha avatar. At the same time, we should know what is Hiranyakashipu representing also. Hiranyakashipu represents gold and Kashipu means soft cushion or bed. That means it is actually representing pure materialistic persons. Always desire to make the body comfortable. And for this, they require huge amounts of gold. So that's the reason the modern scientific technological advancement, they aim in making comfort to the body, our body. They discover or they invent a lot of things which make our body comfortable. Like we have air conditions, we have so many mechanical means machines to make our job more easy. Whereas Prabhupada, the scripture says about simple living and high thinking. High thinking means your thinking should be towards the Lord, and simple living means we live with minimum necessities, minimum things, like kind of lifestyle which is not complicated or which is not dependent on machines. So both are contradictory. The more we are actually taking shelter of science and technology, what happens? We want to make our body more sophisticated, and naturally the body becomes very weak. Materialistic person always desire to make the body comfortable, and for this they require huge amounts of gold. And one thing we can understand, our body is becoming weak. We know that our earlier generation, they were not like our grandfather or father. They were not wearing any specs or something like that, glasses for power. They did not get power up to maybe 70, 65, 70. Now we can see we are technologically more advanced. But now children at the young age, they are wearing glass. They are getting, body health issues at the very early stage also. So many kinds of diseases are coming, which was absent in the earlier times. So the olden type of life may be tough. It's tough. It's not easy. We go for this cultivating our own land, growing our crops. We maintain cows. We make a simple kind of life. Definitely, it is kind of a difficult life. Tapasya is there, but it makes our body strong and healthy. But modern lifestyle is actually, we can see, it makes our things very easy. Makes our life itself easy. We have a vehicle to go from one place to other, flight to travel from one country to another country, and so much comforts we have, at the press of a button. We have mobile phones, everything is there. But what happens, we are getting weaker and weaker, and we are dependent on the machine so much that without the functioning of that machine, we cannot do anything now. We are habituated like that. We have trained our body that without these machines I cannot work anymore. So that is the thing. One may look externally very hard, but it's actually giving benefit to us. And the other way, you see the modern lifestyle is making life very easy, but actually it is making our uh, health at stake. So thus Hiranyakashipu was a perfect representative of materialistic life. He was therefore the cause of great disturbance to Rambo's devotee. So hardcore materialistic people, they are not in favor of bhakti or devotees. No, I have seen many people who are too much into the science and technology. They don't respect the saintly people also. I have personally seen this, how they don't respect the saintly people. They think the saintly people are there only to cheat the people, and they take their money, and they are actually unnecessary burden in the society. Like that, they have this mindset. That's why Prabhupada is writing. He was therefore the cause of great disturbance to the topmost devotee, Prahlad Maharaj. But as Krishna says, my devotee will never perish, I will protect them. Kaunteya Prajani Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Prahlad Maharaj, until Lord Narasimhadev appeared and actually killed his own father because he was creating so much disturbance to his son. So any devotee, this is an instruction for us. Prabhupada is writing for all the devotees. Any devotee aspiring to be free of material desires should offer his respectful prayers to Narasimhadev as Prahlad Maharaj did in this verse. So this verse actually we can memorize and we can recite to Narasimhadev every day so that, Narasimhadev will actually bless us by, appearing in our heart and vanquishing our demon-like desires for fruity activity in this material world. So that's a wonderful prayer offered by Prahlad Maharaj to Lotus feet of Lord Narasimhadev to kill this demonic desires for fruity activity. Hare Krishna. So devotees have any realization you want to share? Your own realizations? Or I think there will be no doubt in these verses, definitely, because it's very, very crystal clear verse. But if you want to share any of your understanding realizations, please feel free to share that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhuji, the living entity, instead of doing the karma kanda, we should do karma yoga to please Krishna. That is called Vishuddha Bhakti. Not for our sense gratification. We should do the pleasing Krishna, whatever karma we do, not karma kanda. We should do karma yoga.
Yes, Mother. Correct. Karma yoga. Yes.
That's
Karma
what
yoga also, Mataji. That is actually that
Akarma,
yoga means,
Prabhuji?
yeah, akarma means any activity which you do for the pleasure of the Lord. It is called as akarma. Because that will not
Without
have
expecting any fruits.
any fruits. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
For the pleasure of the Lord.
Yes.
Because we cannot say without fruits, because sometimes you are doing another. That is also you are doing without any fruits, right? You are doing just another. But that has to be done for the pleasure of the Lord. Means instead of another, you distribute prasadam. There Krishna is involved.
Yeah.
So there are two kinds of service. Like one you are doing as another, where you are not expecting anything in return. So that will not become akarma, because you are not involving the Lord there. But the same food, if you are offering to the Lord and distributing as prasad, same anadan is there. But now it has become prasad. That becomes as actually akarma. Akarma means you are doing some activity where you will not get any reaction.
Then only we can get rid of the circle of life, death,
Yes.
and birth.
Yes, Mataji. Everything we have to do for the pleasure of the Lord. Whatever we are doing, even we are taking care of the family, we should think that I am taking care of this family for the pleasure of the Lord. That's why we say, no, Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu. We say that after doing, they say Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat means this, whatever I am doing, this I am offering as a service to the Lord or for the pleasure of the Lord. That's called Om Tat Sat. Or we say Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu. So after every activity, you are doing that actually with the intent to please the Lord, whether it is family life also or preaching, or you are doing some seva, then we are saying Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu, means that you are offering for the pleasure of the Lord. That becomes as akarma. So in that way, we are actually more peaceful, and we are also developing in bhakti. And the Lord also will bless us. We get we get rid of this cycle of birth and death also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu.
Welcome, Mata. We have to add Krishna in everything what we are doing. That is what important.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Danda Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Danda Pranam, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, this one, so this is a wonderful sloga is here. So here, just my doubt is that, so Sanat Kumara is explained to Brudha Maharaj. So, yeah, if it is have any situation for that one, so means have any.
What is the situation for that?
Yeah.
We have to see that actually. I think we already crossed that, no, Prabhu, before. Fourth chapter. What is that? Fourth chapter? What is the verse number? Prabhu, can you go a little top?
Yeah, 422:39.
422:39. No, 422.
39.
Prithu Maharaj meeting the four Kumaras. So actually we know that, no, Prabhu, that his father was King Vena. He was actually doing a lot of atrocities, right?
Okay.
Yeah, after that the priests, the Brahmanas, they utter some mantra and kill the father.
Okay.
And then from the thigh, the bone, they make, they do churning, and then Prithu Maharaj is appearing, right? So when by that way Prithu Maharaj is coming, so this is 422:39. Here you can see after he is coming, seeing the glowing effulgence of four Kumaras, the master of the king and associates could recognize them as they descended from the sky. So as a part of this, king is taking the responsibilities. So the Sanat Kumaras are giving instruction. Same like Rishabhadev is giving instructions to his 100 sons before handing over the property, like saying the 5.5.1. We have all these teachings of Lord Rishabhadev.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Similarly, the Kumaras, they are actually, Prithu Maharaj is meeting all the four Kumaras. So then they are giving instructions for him, like how to, because before King Vena was ruling in a very wrong way.
Wrong way, yeah.
So, and there was so much severe drought and famine, and he was so arrogant, and that's why the father was killed. But now Prithu Maharaj is taking responsibility, so he's having a discussion, and the four Kumaras are instructing like that.
He's not respecting anybody, Brahmanas also.
Yes. So now after that, after once Prithu Maharaj is taking the throne, then they are meeting this. He is meeting these four Kumaras, and the four Kumaras are giving the instructions.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna. So if you want, we can propose. Srimad Prabhu, you want to, we'll go to next verse?
Yes, one more shloka.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Can I read?
Yeah, yes, Mataji, please.
Swastya astu
It's a very big
vishwasya
verse,
bala.
Prabhuji. I don't think you'll be able to complete it. It's more than
Big verse,
4
Prabhu.
paragraph. Yeah, very big. See, I will show the Prabhuji, just tell. I have no objection. This is starting.
Vancha kalpadarubhascha kripa sindhubhyacha paditana bhavantu.
Seeing Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So maybe then we can discuss it tomorrow. So now, if you want, we can see something. If somebody want to discuss something, or we will discuss about in general about this whatever discussed here.
Yes.
So I will tell you in short. Actually, 9th verse is a very nice verse. It's actually called as universal prayer, because tomorrow you will be read that.
Yeah.
May everyone be non-envious by practicing bhakti yoga. That is verse number 9. It's like a universal prayer, it's like in Christianity, we have a universal prayer that everybody should be happy, healthy, like that. Here, Prahlad Maharaj is praying that may everyone be non-envious. Because here the world, in the material world, the biggest problem is Matsarya. It's one of the anartha, right? Anartha. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada. Matsarya means envy. So even between the brothers, sisters, if one person is better, the other brother becomes, envious. It's natural, right, Prabhu? We are seeing here, so much envy is there. As long as, they are under them, they are happy. But somebody grows, they become envious. So here, Prahlad Maharaj is praying, may everyone be non-envious by practicing Bhakti Yoga. So when we are practicing Bhakti Yoga, we become non-envious. So Prahlad Maharaj is praying for the universal prayer. First, he is praying for himself. See, save yourself is the first point. Like when we go to the flight also, when there is oxygen deficiency in the air, they are saying first you put the mask, right? And then first in Krishna consciousness point is not everybody will take Krishna consciousness. So first of all, if we are fortunate, we got this knowledge, first we have to save ourselves. That is point number 1. So Prahlad Maharaj is actually telling, please kill my material desires. That is first thing. He is saving himself. Then next prayer is actually praying for everybody now, for all the people. So the 9th verse is telling, may everyone be non-envious by practicing Bhakti Yoga. So he is telling, maybe there good fortune for
Prabhuji,
the...
if you have Prabhuji, if you have 10-15 minutes, we have no objection, I think. If nobody has no objection, we'll read. Or
Yeah, for me, there is no...
everybody is okay. Go another 15 minutes minimum.
Yes, Prabhu, you can do it. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Vinodini Mataji, you can read. Thank you. That Prabhuji also.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I read? She is not ready.
Okay. Mataji,
Okay.
anybody can.
Okay. Swastyastu viswasya kalah prasidataam dhyayantu bhutani sivam mithodhiya manasha badram bhajatam adokshaje aveshyatam no matirapya haituki. Translation. Scroll down, Prabhuji. Translation. May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga, for by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Sri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in throughout of Him. Translation once again. May there be good fortune without the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga. For by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Sri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in the thought of Him. Purport. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Just like a devotee, a Vaishnava can fulfill all the desires of anyone who takes shelter of his lotus feet. Prahlad Maharaj is a typical Vaishnava. He prays not for himself but for all other living entities. The gentle, envious, and the mischievous, he always thought of the welfare of mischievous persons like his father. Hiranyakasipu, Prahlad Maharaj did not ask for anything for himself. Rather, he prayed for the Lord to excuse his demonic father. This is the attitude of Vaishnava, who always think of the welfare of the entire universe. Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavata Dharma are meant for persons who are completely free of envy, parama nirmantas nirmaksaranam. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays in this universe, Kalah Prasiditam, may all the envious persons be pacified. The material world is full of envious persons, but if one frees himself of envy, he becomes liberal in his social dealings and can think of others' welfare. Anyone who takes up Krishna consciousness and engages himself completely in the service of the Lord, cleanliness his mind of all envy, manasya badram bhajatad adokshaje. Therefore, we should pray to Lord Narsimhadev to sit in our hearts. We should pray Bahir Narsimho Hrudaye Narsimha. Let Lord Narsimhadev sit in the core of my heart, killing all my bad propensities. Let my mind become clean, so that I may peacefully worship the Lord and bring peace to the entire world. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura has given us a very fine purport in this regard. Whenever one offers a prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one always requests some benediction from Him. Even pure Nishkama devotees pray for some benediction, as instructed by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Shishtastaka. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Va Vishame Bhavam Putau Krupaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Duli Shadrusham Vichintaya. O son of Maharaja Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet someone or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from the ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. In another prayers, Lord Chaitanya says, Mama Janmani Janmanishware Bhavatad Bhaktir Haituki Tvayi. Life after life, kindly let me have unalloyed love and devotion at your lordship's lotus feet. When Prahlad Maharaj chants Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya, he prays for a benediction from the Lord, but because he is also an exalted Vaishnava, he wants nothing for his personal sense gratification. The first desire expressed in his prayer is Swatya Astu Viswaya. Let there be good fortune throughout the entire universe. Prahlad Maharaj thus requested the Lord to be merciful to everyone, including his father, a most envious person. According to Chanakya Pandita, there were two kinds of envious living entities. One is snake, and the other is the man like Hiranyakasipu, who is by nature envious of everyone, even of his father or son. Hiranyakasipu was envious of his little son Prahlad, but Prahlad Maharaj asked a benediction for the benefit of his father. Hiranyakasipu was very envious of devotees, but Prahlad wished that his father and other demons like him would give up their envious nature by the grace of the Lord and stop harassing the devotees. Kalah prasaditam, the difficulty prasidatam, that the difficulty is that the kala envious living entity is rarely pacified. One kind of kala, the snake, can be pacified simply by mantras or by the action of a particular herb. Mantrasu shaddi vasah sarpa kala kena nirvarte. An envious person, however, cannot be pacified by any means. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays that all envious persons may undergo a change of heart and think of the welfare of others. If Krishna conscious movement spread all over the world, and if by the grace of Krishna everyone accepts it, the thinking of envious people will change. Everyone will think of the welfare of others. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays Shivam Mito Dhya. In material activities, everyone is envious of others. But in Krishna consciousness, no one is envious of anyone else. Everyone thinks of the welfare of others. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays that everyone's mind may become gentle by being fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Bhajatat adokshaje. As indicated elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, Savai Mana Krishna Padara where it's gone. Padara Vindoho, and as advised by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita 18.65, Manmana Bhava Madbhakta, one should constantly think of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Then one's mind will certainly be cleansed. Cheto Darpana Marjana. Materialist always think of sense gratification. But Prahlad Maharaj prays that the Lord's mercy will change their minds and they will stop thinking of sense gratification. If they think of Krishna always, everything will be all right. Some people argue that if everyone thought of Krishna in that way, the whole universe would be vacated because everyone would go back home, back to Godhead. However, Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura says that this is impossible because the living entities are innumerable. If one set of living entities is actually delivered by the Krishna consciousness movement, another set will fill the entire universe. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Rashmataji. So, Shri Kumar Prabhu will discuss about the purport or discuss few minutes.
Yeah, Prabhu, briefly you can.
Yes. So, this, I think Prabhu has left or maybe network issue. Okay.
Who?
Shri Kumar Prabhu is there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. I was not able to hear you. Okay. So we are going to the next verse, 9th verse, where Prahlad Maharaj is submitting a universal prayer that is saying that may there be good fortune for the entire universe, not only for Earth planet. Universe means complete Brahmanda. Then let there be good fortune. And second is offering prayer that may all envious persons be pleased, because envy is such a dangerous disease. Anybody has this envy makes a big havoc in their family and with their like if you see Mahabharata, Duryodhana had everything within his, he had palace, he had kingdom, he had good family, everything. But he was envious that why Pandavas are flourishing. The whole Mahabharata war happened because of envy. Even though he had everything, he is not able to tolerate the flourishing of Pandavas. So that's why they called for a gambling match and they want to, make them zero, So this envy, even if you see Ramayana, Ravan was thinking that why Lord Ram only is enjoying Sita? Why she got envy? And that's the reason he kidnaps Mother Sita from Lord Ram. So if the envy is not there, there is no Ramayana, there is no Mahabharata. Because the greatest wars happened because of envy.
Yes.
You should know that. Yeah.
Yes.
So here, that's why Prahlad Maharaj is saying, may all envious persons be pacified. So two important prayers he is submitting here. That one is this one, may there be good fortune throughout the universe, first thing. And second is, may all envious persons be pacified. So we can see a Vaishnava's mood here, that Vaishnava is praying for everyone's benefit. And how do they become like that? So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, may all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga. So without practicing Bhakti Yoga, this is not possible. If you want good fortune, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurara, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti Duranitir Matir Mama. So Sanjay is saying, wherever there is Krishna, the fortune will be there automatically, victory will be there, morality will be there, extraordinary power will be there. So that we will practice by Bhakti Yoga. Then only this is possible. Good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious person be pacified by practicing Bhakti Yoga. So, by accepting devotional service, for they will think of each other's welfare. So, materialistic, they normally are envious, but as people are becoming devotees, they are actually trying to serve each other. The devotee circle, people are always trying to come into the platform of Dasanudas. That is ideal. Dasanudas means trying to become the servant of the servant of the servant. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Sri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of him. Anmanabhava Madbhakto. So that one is Prahlad Maharaj is expressing here. And Prabhupada is explaining same verse in relation to the prayer which we are offering, the Vaishnava prayer which we are offering every time. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhyocha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavas are like desert trees. Kalpatarubhascha. Vancha kalpataru means desert. So Prahlad Maharaj is a typical Vaishnava. So he is not only praying for himself, but he is for praying for all living entities. So and we all read this, it's all very self-explanatory only. Prahlad Maharaj is actually even praying for his father who was demonic, who tortured him. For him also he is telling, let me please, Lord Nrsimhadev, please excuse me, forgive me, father, because he did not know what he is doing. Same thing Jesus Christ also prayed, right? When he was put in the cross, Prabhupada writes that he is also Vaishnava because he's saying, forgive all these people, who put him in the cross. They do not know what they are doing. Yeah. So that is a mood of a Vaishnava. Same with Haridas Thakur also. He was praying for the people who are beating him in the marketplace. So this is the actual mood. This is not some kind of imitation or somebody trying to falsely project him like that. No. A Vaishnava natural mood is like that. They want to see other people are happy. And when other people are sad, they are automatically becoming sad. Paradukhi dukhi. And when others are happy, they become happy. So that's why here we can see the Vaishnava mood, the first paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is writing. And the second Bhagavata is a second paragraph, Prabhupada is writing about the envious nature. So here we already saw that how this envy is very dangerous, poisonous. And we know the instance from Mahabharata as well as from Ramayana. And here Prabhupada is anyone who takes up Krishna consciousness and engages himself completely in the service of the Lord, cleanses his mind of all envy. So anybody is taking this process from his heart, all his envy will come down. That's the verse is there, the same verse which is recited now. Manascha Badram Bhajat Adokshaji. Adokshaji refers to Krishna. And anybody worships the Lord Krishna, then his envy is cleared from his mind. That's why devotees are very, very peaceful. They are not actually seeing somebody gets more money, immediately they become upset. They are not like that. They are actually very peaceful people. The moment they see somebody progressing in bhakti also, they are very happy because they see that this Jivatma has got mercy of the Lord. And we should pray Bahir Narshima Hriday Narshima. We are chanting this Narshima prayer. Let Narshima sit in the core of my heart and killing all my bad propensities. Let my mind become clean so that I may peacefully worship the Lord and bring entire peace to the world. So the whole focus is on the mind, not on the body. All these anarthas are sitting in the mind only. So how to purify the mind? The only way is to take the shelter of the holy name and to practice devotional service. There is no other method. And Prabhupada quotes here the references from Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, where he is saying that whenever one offers a prayer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one will always request some benediction. So here the benediction Prahlad Maharaj is asking is, may there be everybody good fortune for the universe and may all envious persons be pleased. And saying that line, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sishyashtaka is also referred, Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Patitama Mishame Bhavam Buddho, Kripayatava Pada Pankaja Sitaduli Sadrisham Vichintaya. So very important verse. This is the actually essence of that. Even Sishyashtakam itself is the essence of all Vedic scriptures. In that, this is giving the complete essence of that. I am your eternal servitor. So that's the Jivera Swarupaya Krishnera Nityadas. I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Here Prabhupada uses the word somehow. He did not tell how did we fall down exactly. He's saying somehow, because there is always some discussion, debate that how the Jivatma fell down into the material world. That we do not know at this stage. That's why Prabhupada used the word, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressing, Lord Krishna itself is giving this in the form of a devotee. That is asking this benediction, please pick me up from the ocean of birth and death, no, and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. So that is the prayer Jivatma is supposed to pray to Lord Krishna, that Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavambudha means in this material ocean. Kripaya, by mercy, Tava Pada Pankaja, by Sitaduli means just to become a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Sadhisham Vichintaya. So that is a benediction a pure devotee wants, that he wants to be always as a speck of dust under the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. In another prayer, Lord Chaitanya says, Mama Janmani Janmani Bhavata Janmani Ishware Bhavata Bhakti Haituki Tvai. Life after life, kindly let me have unalloyed love and devotion at your Lordship's lotus feet. Very exalted prayer. Very, it's a highest perfection of spiritual life and the devotion. Prahlad, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying this prayer. When Prahlad Maharaj chants Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya, he prays for benediction from the Lord, but he is also an exalted Vaishnava. He wants nothing for his personal sense gratification. So here he is saying that Prahlad Maharaj, is praying for the entire universe and also including his father, the most envious person. And Prabhupada gives the example of a snake and a Hiranyakashipu. So snake is also considered as an envious animal because if you are simply standing, it will come and bite you. Snake. People when they see snake, they are afraid because the snake, without any reason, it will bite the person. So it is personification of envy in the form of animal. Same way, Hiranyakashipu also is a personification of envy. But one difference between this snake and a Hiranyakashipu or envious person is the snake can be charmed by some mantras. If you chant some mantras, the snake can be charmed. If you see the snake charmer, he is playing some musical instrument, the snake will become quiet. But a person with envy, you cannot pacify. That is the difference between a person with envy and an animal with envy. The animal can be pacified simply by mantras or by action of particular herb. So this is, I think, quoted from Chanakya Niti, maybe, I think. Mantra Shodhi Vasa Sarpa Kalakane Nivaryate. This is, I think, quoted from Chanakya Niti, where Chanakya Pandit says that an envious snake can be pacified by chanting mantras or by herbs, but an envious person cannot be pacified by any means. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays that all envious person may undergo a change of heart and think of welfare of others. So that is about this paragraph. Going to the next one, Prabhupada says, if Krishna conscious movement spreads all over the world, and if the grace of Krishna, everyone accepts it, then thinking of envious people will change. So that is a blessing if everybody will take Krishna consciousness. So there is a statement in this regard where it is said that Krishna consciousness is for everyone, but everyone cannot accept it. The Prabhupada always says, I know that not everybody will change, but instead of thousands of stars blinking in the star, one moon is enough. If one moon is there, the whole earth is illuminated. If one devotee is there, he can change the entire world. So it is not possible that everybody will change, everybody will accept Krishna consciousness, even though Krishna consciousness is for everyone. But if there are few pure devotees also, they can make transformation in this world. Like there was Prabhupada, a pure devotee, he made such a big transformation. So that is the message here. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays, Sivam Mityodhya, material activities, everyone is envious of others. That we discussed already, even if it is brothers or sister. This is truth. Hard truth of this world is, brothers or sisters, they deal very nicely. But if one person is better than other, the other may not express openly, but the envy will be there within the heart. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays that everyone's mind may become gentle by being fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Vajatat adokshaje. As indicated elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, Saivai Mana Krishna Padara Vindyo. This is Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj is actually engaging all his senses, Karma Indriya, Jnana Indriya, everything in the service of the Lord. That is his famous verse. Saivai Mana Krishna Padara Vindyo, Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane. Using everything. And as advised by Lord Krishna in Bhagavata 18.65, Manmanabhava Madbhakto. One should constantly think of lotus feet of Lord Krishna. See, the process is easy. That we should always think of Krishna. Smartavya Satitam Vishnu, Smartavya Jatachit. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. But we should try to make it, our habit. By, while drinking water, Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. This is the taste, I am the taste in the water. Like that, gradually we have to mold our mind to always think about the Lord. Then one's mind will certainly be cleansed. Cheto Darpanam Arjanam.
Arjanam, cleaned.
That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving the Shishashtaka. Materialists always think of sense gratification, but Prahlad Maharaj prays that Lord's mercy will change their minds and they will stop thinking of sense gratification. So the whole problem Bhagavatam is focusing is, this sense gratification is our poison. This is a deadly disease. Sense gratification is a deadly disease, and service to the Lord is a perfect medicine for it. This is the entire essence of all scriptures. Sense enjoyment is a deadly disease, and service to the Supreme Lord is a perfect medicine for it. So the disease is there, medicine is there. So if you are taking devotional service, that is a medicine. If they think of Krishna always, everything will be all right. Some people argue that everyone thought of Krishna in that way, the whole universe would be vacated. So some people, they have a dry argument. They ask, like, why if everybody will take, what will happen? One time to Radhanath Swami Maharaj in the college lecture, some students challenged him that if everybody will take Krishna consciousness, who will grow the crops? Who will build the buildings? Then Radhanath Swami Maharaj said that, see, in the society, we need chartered accountants, we need engineers, we need doctors, we need lawyers for the function. Similarly, as we are, the doctor is important. Without doctor, the society cannot function. Without lawyer, the society cannot function. Without engineer, the society cannot function. Okay. Similarly, without Swami or saintly people, the society cannot function, because who will give the direction how to live, art of living? If there is nobody to guide, there is nobody to explain the scriptures, if there was no Prabhupada, how do we understand Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita? So Maharaj said that as there is importance for engineers, lawyers, accountants in the society, the saintly people are very important, because they will guide the society in the right direction. Otherwise, we will be misguided to the wrong direction. So that's what we said here. And that's dry argument. If people say everybody take Krishna consciousness, who will get married, who will get, so like that, they give a lot of time wasting arguments. So importance, saintly people are very, very important. Sadhus are very important, because they guide the society in the right direction. Otherwise, you see the Western world, they are developed so much, but they don't know where they are going. They don't know. There is no direction. They are going very high speed, but there is no direction. So, however, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that this is impossible, because the living entities are innumerable, ananta, innumerable. And if one set of living entities actually delivered by Krishna consciousness movement, another set will fill the entire universe. So this also people will ask, if everybody get liberated, who will be in this earth? That's another question people will ask. So this is like, if everybody in the prison is getting released, there will be a lot of people who will make mistake and come again to the prison. Simple. The prison, we never see in our record that this prison is empty because everybody is good. So now we say Tihar jail is empty now because all people got released and no more people are. No, always the jail is full. Prison will be full. One set is go outside, other set will come inside. That's the nature of this world. So that's what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is replying to that kind of arguments. That if one set people will go get liberated by Krishna consciousness, another set will fill the higher universe. Hare Krishna. So sorry, we take
Hare
a next.
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji. So nearly half an hour.
I
Thank
am
you,
not
Prabhuji.
qualified, Prabhu. I am whatever I understood. I just try to explain. And I also pray
Sorry
that
to
all of
give you
this. So,
trouble.
Hare Krishna. So
Thank you,
devotees, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for giving this opportunity also. So today I think we
Thank
have
you
good
for
strength also.
all the devotees those who are joined and bearing with us for that. Thank you very much. And you are lucky, Prabhuji. So the 2 verses, important verses, we have finished. So it's amazing. Yeah, very good. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Wonderful class.
Yeah, Prabhu. And
So anything else?
Tomorrow's verse will be a very
Anything,
shocking
Prabhuji?
verse. Where Prahlāda says, may we never feel attraction to home, wife, children, friends, bank balance, relatives. May we have attachment only for devotees. That is tomorrow's verse.
That is tomorrow. So it's okay, Prabhuji. Advance.
Don't
Prabhuji.
get shocked by reading those verses. It is to make our vairagya stronger.
Correct. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So I think Antam Prabhuji, anything to add? Anything to say?
Nothing,
As
Prabhu.
usual.
Thank you very much for the wonderful class. As always,
Yes, of
Prabhu's class are very instructive
Very
and
true.
to the point. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
And
And
all
today evening we'll be having our book reading session, so requesting everyone to please join for that
Yes.
as well. We are reading the book
6:30.
Manuscript.
What time?
Yes, we are starting with a new chapter today.
PM.
6 o'clock,
Local.
right? 6
6
o'clock.
PM local time.
No, 6:30.
6 p.m. No, 6 p.m. local Kuwait time, 6 p.m.
Yeah, local time 6
Yes,
PM.
6
Yeah.
p.m. 8:30.
8:30 in India.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
once
very
again,
much.
Suguna Prabhu.